Всем привет! Да, всем привет, добро пожаловать на канал ElEnotio. С вами, как всегда, я, ElEnotio, собственная персона. Всем привет, добро пожаловать. И это Hogwarts Legacy, а именно нарезочка. Э, Господа, товарищи профессоры, я
Welcome
готова
back.
к заданию. К
Hello, Professor.
третьему
I have
заданию.
news.
Всего у
The
нас
goblins are
4.
looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Очки шип.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map.
И чё?
Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
Ага.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
Где?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office
Он не
would be of
хочет нам
help to
помогать?
us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ну, увидимся, мамзелечка. Профессор. Профессор Фиг, пустите меня к себе. А у вас... О, тихо. А, мороси. Профессор Фиг.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew.
Или можно кого-нибудь
does.
купить.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Давай. О, какой бутылечек. А одежда поменяется? Здравствуйте, профессор.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Поэтому теперь мы говорим так. Больше как консультует. Осуждаю себя за эти слова.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of
Я
course,
весь
sir.
в дела.
Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Почему?
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all.
Да.
Now,
Уже
to determine
неинтересно.
which student gets...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor, a word?
Да.
Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Ищите.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where
Надоело.
is my elf?
Parchment?
Стас.
Very well,
Всё
I
нормально.
will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, a word, please.
Нет,
Hello, Professor Black.
ладно, можно.
Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
И чё какая-то
A wonderful
неинформативная
job.
беседа.
Leeway for Professor Fig?
I shall never understand that.
Wonderful job.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs
Слушай, мне так
forgiveness.
жалко, чё с ними
It
так
is the
плохо
Black
обращаются?
family motto, Master.
Right. Of course. I,
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
Да.
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
С третьей попытки тут.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Так, значит, toujours pour.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
А, это типа у меня все, да?
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Слушай, они от меня требуют, чтобы я угадывала какие-то ответы. Горгулья, давай с тобой разговаривать.
Toujours pure.
Все, просто любой человек мог подойти и сказать вот это вот toujours pure.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Pure, Портреты спящих. А эти-то не особо. Вот этот вот не особо спит. А остальные, да, дремлют. А, сука.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Это хорошо, но я еще не долуталась.
That must be the pedestal.
Ладно, погнали по сюжету. Читать книгу. Использовать книгу. Нас засосало в книгу. Так что кто кого использовал, еще вопросики появились у меня к этим испытаниям.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Можно не надо? Не так сложно, как ожидалось. Я думала, прям вообще какой-нибудь экшон.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Прям сейчас что-то рассчитали время.
Okay, straight ahead.
Какая лестница? Лестница. Ну, это хотя бы испытание отличает. Да. Это испытание хотя бы отличается от предыдущих, которые предыдущие два, они прям одинаковые практически были. А это прям, ты смотри, графоник.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Может быть. Пойдем, пошли. Не кричи так. Нас ведь услышат.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
А, ну мы должны были проверить, каково это. Попробовать еще раз. Подожди, а мы прям с самого начала или нет? Надеюсь, нет. А то как-то, представляешь, с самого начала вот это вот все ходить. О, что это? Что это? О, рябиновый отвар.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Да-да-да, смотри, один уходит.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
У меня вроде вкачано хорошо так. Давай-ка мы попробуем, может, качнуться. Не работает.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
Я отсюда. Как вариант. Теперь ты иди отсюда. Тоже вариант. Тихо. Что ты палишь?
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Спасибо.
That doorway looks like the... closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Да нормально все. Ты подожди, не парься. Нету? Никого? Есть. Нету. А мне куда посоветуете идти? Иди отсюда, пожалуйста. Спасибо.
Now's my chance.
Я знаю, что это мой шанс. Да. Блин, придумали вот это.
That's the way forward.
Ну так идем.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Ну, как видишь, возможно. Я прям вообще теперь ниндзя. Куда идти? Нифига я затупила. Нам бы с этой стороны обойти. А я думала, вот напрямик надо. Они типа меня не увидят, не услышат, да?
see me at all, I can get closer to them.
Но это не значит, что вплотную к ним надо.
This is the way forward. Finally free.
Йо.
Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Какая-то вредная.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Ну, давай. Таинственная волшебная палочка. Про запасы нет. Какая она жуткая.
I've never felt such power. Revelio.
Ага. А я могу заклинать? Не могу заклинание применять. И что это вот это что вот как это? А лут с них падает? А мне их надо было всех перевалить. Понятно. Не тратьте попу. А как это? Вот это не попус. Ёпта, ты чё? Оля, не думаю, что ну ладно. Хватит? Успела. Ну, боевые заклинания, испытания с боевыми заклинаниями вообще на развод. Мною трахнут. А еще я поняла, если крылья держит, то она, короче, вперед переносится. А один раз нажать, она просто хуп, поворот. Хуп, она. Клево, да? Здрасте. Давайте, я прям посередине встала бы. Ага, мне с тобой сражаться, что ли? А, нет, не с тобой. Это нас с этим, да? Отстань. Вертоносный. что ли? А, еще один такой нет. Ладно. А ты что палишь? Ах, вот. Ладно. Назад забирать, мне не нужны такие подарки. Что, еще не все? Все? Ты доволен мной? Видимо, не очень. Я отменила чек. А вы надоели, пожалуйста, хватит. На. Подарок от одного второго. Ну вот, загорели. Да я успеваю, просто иду на воде. Как у меня прокачалось мое умение. Так. Плохая собачка на место. Алло. Тут не дадут. Какие там дуэльные уловки использую. Здрасте. Ну и какую третью часть вы придумаете неинтересную? Вторая-то вообще на изи. Сражение-то какое-то. Я в свободное время собаку съела на эти сражения. Я уже, кстати, отсидел, что можно. Что камень, да. Берешь камень и начинаешь кидаться им. Вот ты медленно. Таинственно. И что? Тетенька.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it
Пройдите
seems.
испытание с камнем.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so. Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
Здорово. До свидания. Все, я пошла это испытание с камнем. Забло. О. Или я не прошла. Или прошла. Yeah.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
А почему такие сложности? Куда пошла? Меня хотя бы позвала. Давай воспоминания твои смотреть. А ты всегда вот в таком цвете все видишь, да?
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Помни, когда погрузишься в мои воспоминания. Я извиняюсь, дико зевнуть захотелось. Ну, давай смотреть на твои воспоминания, женщина. Унь. Лицом в воду смотреть. Я такая, не мешай. Смотрим.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw
it can...
what I did for my father. Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Сейчас
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Но у нее поведение типичного ребенка. Типа, вы мне запрещаете, значит, я назло вам буду все делать. Надо было, наоборот, ее поддержать, потому что она реально нашла какую-то прикольную тут штуку, вот эту сильную магию, и надо было ее поддержать и как раз помочь ей, направить и, возможно, исправить. А они, типа, не делают.
Revelia.
Конечно, она будет назло вам элементарно делать. Это как ребенок, по сути. Она осталась таким ребенком. Хранители, разговор есть. Большой и важный. Вы накосячили? О, здорово.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor
знаю,
Bakar.
завали.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
Это было
I was
офигенно.
amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the
Блин, я это и
responsibility
так
of
понимаю.
power.
I can assure you,
Чего?
Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
Да?
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Теперь.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
Ну, типа того, да.
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Да-да-да.
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the tower,
Ну,
Rookwood
вообще-то
Castle.
в
If the
Гринготте он
keepers won't
опоздал.
tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Похмелье, чувак, мучается. Не доверяет он мне. Я тебя запомнила. Я тебя запомнила. На сегодня у нас все. Да. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Не забывайте подписываться на канал, оценивать видео, вступать в группу ВКонтакте, писать комментарии. Все ссылки указаны внизу в описании. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.